There we go, right there, guys. The draft has taken place. Here we go. Thank you for jumping in, guys. Let's start with some music choice. Fleetwood Mac's greatest hits, or now that's what I call Motown. This is one of the best compilation albums of all time. Motown, Fleetwood, Fleet, Mo, Mac. One more. One more's got to break it. Oh, who's going to break it? Motown. Oh, Motown throws it back. Fleetwood wins. Fleetwood wins. You got Seven Wonders on this. It's more complete than the Rumors album. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's start with this. In my in the signature draft earlier today, we did not achieve the goal of getting 100 people into this show bookmarked. We're very close. This is already there, and we're already in this show. So we don't need to do much to get to here. I think it was at 83. This will be our buyer's giveaway. This is a really nice buyer's giveaway. Okay. There you have it. All right. Now, jump into show notes, if you will. Okay. A couple things to go over. A couple new things that I'm excited to roll out. Number one, if you follow me on social media at all, you saw me mention these collaborations that I'm going to start doing. So the idea is, if you buy a sealed graded copy of any game from me, and then you go into, say, Wafflefoot Stream and buy this game in CIB or loose form, verify with both of us, all purchases have to be made after April 1st, you will receive a serial numbered waffled hair. Okay? As far as, if you like that sticker, I'm going to be giving away smaller versions. I'll probably give them away in sets of 2. I have 4 that I'm going to show you right now. But these are going to be in the giveaways, and you guys can build a little 4 sticker set. Okay? If you get something from my cousin, Penguin 412, in CIB or loose form, and you bought a sealed graded copy of that game from me, it's considered the Penguin in the hair, henceforth. All right? My buddy Jay Needlinger, who's in the room, if you buy, you're going to have a pretty good opportunity to grab this sticker. He has a lot in his storehouse. CIB or raw version of a video game that you buy off me sealed. You have to have both purchases proved after April 1st. I'll give you a serial numbered lingering hair. Maybe my personal favorite as far as the graphic goes. And then my other buddy Adam, NWC boss, Nintendo World Championship expert. If you buy a CIB or loose copy of a game off him, he doesn't sell a ton of video games, but he has. If you can seek this out, these guys are going to be a little bit more rare, which I think is fun. And you obviously have to get a sealed graded copy from me. All right. Now, this is aside from the draft today, I'm rolling out one more thing. I'm going to show it to you. Okay? Stay with me here. All right. This is what's called the reverse hair. This is all in the show notes. I'll have this glossary of terms in my show notes pretty regularly. All right. This is the first time I ever owned this particular video game, and it was sealed and graded. Okay? This is called a reverse hair. If you've never owned, played, had any other copies of this particular game, you are eligible for a reverse hair. Okay? That's the hair moonwalking in reverse. Now, if you do what I did and you want to complete the reverse hair, I bought a loose copy of the game, played it. It turns out it's magnificent. And I have affixed this reverse hair sticker on the back of this game. Okay? Now, the whole goal of this is in my 80s for me to, in nature, just run into somebody else's reverse hair. Let's see how many of these we can get floating in the world. So what you do is, if say you buy a game off me tonight that you've never owned in any form, CIB, loose, anything, just say, hey, this has got the potential to be a reverse hair. So there you go. I'll send that to you. Just let me know, and we'll put it with the game, and that's that. All right. Now, the final thing I want to talk about is my signature shows coming up on the 19th and the 26th. 40 games each show. I busted my hump since the draft happened at 3:00 today. They are all up for preloaded, or they're all preloaded. The 40 games that Bertram Foy's picked, which are behind me, and I have them in order. Okay. His first overall pick was Blades of Steel for Game Boy. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was his swing picks in a snake draft. That whole top row was his first several picks. Now, what you can do when you go into the pre-bids for the 19th and the 26th, if you click into them, in the description, it has the position that the game was chosen in the draft. There were some crazy choices, namely the Legend of Zelda Minish Cap 988 Plus. I think it went like 40th overall. The number one overall pick by Team Discount Hope was Harry Potter. Harry Potter and the Source and the Chamber of Secrets, I think. Or Brian had the first pick on behalf of Bertram Foyce, and he got Blades of Steel. So the second overall pick was Harry Potter. So it was wild. Jump in those shows, bookmark things if you want to see stuff go live, and that's that. Yep, it's all good. It's all good, see? Yep, it was a good show. Since it was midday, I had my own next of kin just constantly sieging me and trying to destroy the stream, but we made it, and we did beautifully. When's my next one? I always run, if you're talking about a draft, that was my first ever draft. I have not, I have no intentions of doing another one. To stack 80 signature quality games is something I may not be able to do again, but I wanted to test drive it, and we'll see how it goes. If I do it again, I will probably open it up to the general public, all right? But the whole goal and the winner of this game, whoever sells the most, has the most in sales on the 19th or the 26th, will get control of whether I cut off this afro for another month because it's getting to burdensome state. All right, you got it? All right, 94 bookmarks. I'll jump straight into that giveaway right away. Tonight, I have 50 sealed graded games. All right, we're going to get right to it.
Do they get the green hair statue?
I don't know. I don't know about that green hair statue. It's possible. It's possible. There were lots of things on the table as to what the winner would receive. But as of right now, it is just the rights to decide whether I cut off my fro or keep it for 1 month longer. All right. JB, my guy. Find JB on Instagram. He has one of the biggest collections in the game. He's been great to work with for at least years. And I appreciate you, brother, as always. What's up, Mike? You're another guy. You're another guy that's super generous. I appreciate you, too. All right. So we're going to jump right into it. I'm just going to run random stuff tonight. Stuff from all over the place. All right. Are we looking on bookmarks? There we go. So I'm going to do 2 giveaways tonight. I'm going to pull them so you can see them. There's the buyer's giveaway. Okay. All right. I have chosen, instead of spending money to promote, to bring new people in, I've chosen to put money into games that I give away. So I appreciate you guys for being in the room, and I'd rather put that money in your pockets. Okay, here's Donkey Kong Country Returns. I don't believe it's B at the end of the serial number, so it's not a first print. This is a 968 plus. It's second highest. There's 3 graded on the CGC Pop Report, and we are live.
I gotta get my water.
Yep. Oh, Mike, dude, you're unbelievable. Yes, we are lit. Excellent. There we go. Good starter game. Mike, do you have shows? Do you ever run shows, Mike, or are you just super generous? I mean, do you need me to talk about anything you have upcoming? Yeah, Rick, I got sideburns all day. Good one, JB. Okay, we have, all right, this is funny. I don't know if Boley's in the room, but he's been looking for the lowest graded coffee that I can offer. This is about the bottom of what I offer, which is crazy. I mean, I have had lower stuff, obviously, but this is 908 plus. There's fading on the case insert. Of the 16 graded, this is the lowest. I decided to let you guys know that. I think it's fun. But it's all fading. Other than that, everything looks great. There's no like major tears or anything like that. There you go. We're live. No shows. Well, Mike, you're super generous, and I appreciate you, my friend. 94 bookmarks. If you guys are new to the room, just jump out and bookmark my April 26th. Bookmark all my shows, please, but the April 26th show. If we get that to 100, we need 6 bookmarks, and I'll run a free graded game. On Social Yeti. On Social Yeti, lots going on. Check out the show notes. Okay, good one, that one. All right, here's Bayonetta 2. Top of the pop, 988 plus. The Wii U. Displays best, maybe in a CGC case because of the blue. Top of the pop, 5 graded. This is number 1. Thank you all over. I appreciate you. Thank you, 8-Bit. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's going to be fun just to watch those shows. They could be hour-long shows. And it could be like a $10,000 show. There's a new metric on Whatnot that I've never noticed. I think it's brand new, but it tells you who the top sellers of the day were.
We made it.
We
It's
made
running.
it? We're at 100? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. But these shows, with 1 hour of work on a Sunday night, which is not actually the amount of time that I put in on all this, but here we go. Just jump in the giving. We could have a chance to be pretty high up on some sort of list, and that's neat.
The
Pretty neat
place
platform.
to look up the price of graded games. Doesn't Game Gallery have a pop report or something?
What's the best place to look up the value of graded games? Okay, so 8-Bit. In my opinion, for years I was using primarily eBay sold. So you check sold pricing on stuff that's sold, and jump in the giveaway here. You guys can tag people into the room. This is a free giveaway. You just got to be a follower. The other place that I was always on top of, it was like checking the daily newspapers when major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Golden Auctions or Certified Link Auctions, there's these major auction houses that do dabble in video games. And they do have databases that allow you to check. Heritage is the best for that. You can type in like Tearaway in PS Vita in the Heritage Auctions search bar, and it'll give you a bunch of solds on that platform. The third place that has become apparent is rooms like this. This does not get recorded. We do put this stuff on YouTube so that we have price memory, but you can only absorb this just by watching it. And I always, as of right now, 3 to 4 weekends, Sundays at 8 Eastern a month, I run sealed graded games. So it's good to see what the liquid market is doing. All right. So that's what I'd say about that. Hope that's helpful. Yeah, Game Guy, there's a lot of sharp guys in the room that can help you with that as well. Okay, jump in the giveaway if you just entered the room. All right, I got Pikmin. We're gonna go with Pikmin 1 and 2. I got 1, 2, 3, and 4 today. All right, there's a 988 plus Pikmin 1 and 2. We are running Pikmin 4 on the 26th. All that stuff is preloaded. Yep, I got 3 and 4 for the Switch. Nice little set here. You'd have all Pikmins, aside from Hey Pikmin, I guess. Yeah. Yep. 8-Bit. Yep, this is a good room. Trying to shorten your learning curve. Absolutely. There's a lot to it. But it's a rad pastime. I think video games should be preserved because physical's going away. 988 plus Pikmin 3 Deluxe. This version on Wii U is a top 5 all-time game for me. Maybe top 5 experience, maybe top 10. It was my first Pikmin, and it was glorious. Let's turn the music up. Thanks, that one. Appreciate your purchase. Such a good supporter of what I'm doing here. I really appreciate you. 968 plus Pikmin 4. Put me on a desert island. Deserted island with deserts. This might be the game that I'd choose. Maybe Tears of the Kingdom. Maybe Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't have Luigi's Mansion. Yep. Deserted island with deserts. No dessert, though. Yep. Everything behind me is running next Sunday. It's going to be a crazy show. Good one, Evan. Okay. We're going to jump into some. The PS2 pile tonight is the nicest, I think. No, he hasn't. But
I put an end to that, Brian.
yeah, when he snuck onto the stream today, he was speaking in voice language. I don't know if you caught that. What did he say?
Oh,
He said some word that I know he's only heard from voice.
that was hilarious.
Hey, Sam. Congrats on getting your house on the market. Long time coming, I know it. Good one, JB. All right, let's run some heavy stuff. Let's run some nice stuff. Yep, reverse hair. Okay, put a reverse hair with him. How do we do this? How are we going to inventory this?
With what?
That JB, yeah, that one's a
Got it.
reverse hair. Yep. Awesome. Maybe you just
And we got a giveaway winner. Jay
Midlow.
Midlow. Thank you.
Jay Midlow, congrats. Jay, you've had sealed graded games in your hand before, right? She hasn't. Oh, congratulations. This is the first sealed graded game in your hand. Have you ever played this game? That feels like a reverse hair, too. Now what you got to do is you got to buy the game and play it and see if you like it. All right, let's get into some heavy stuff. Here's Splatterhouse. This is a sold that fell through. It's a pretty heavy game. This is a $140 raw video game on average. I've got comps 9.4A at 153 bucks, which is fair. I've got an old 85 plus comp at 250. There's 2 graded on the CGC Pop Report, and it is the tops. This is nice. What's up, Howard? Welcome to the room. You're welcome, Jay Midlow. Yep.
Rick, I will send you the YouTube video with Luca. You gotta watch towards the end.
It's insane.
He's
It was
ridiculous.
insane. So I did that. I did the draft today in the middle of the afternoon, and my 6-year-old just meandered in here,
I was
unaware.
unaware.
And it was a real fun time. It was funny. We weathered. By the end, he told everybody he loved them. Good one, Euper. Congratulations. I do have stuff hidden that I didn't preview tonight. All right, there's Dragon Quest. This is 11, Echoes of an Elusive Age. All I have is old comps on this. They're 6 graded. About a $23 raw video game on average. Oh, yeah. Dundino would have been the peak of your viewership.
How'd the party go? Birthday party. Nice.
Good one, Aaron. Good one. All right. Everybody knows I give these away quite a bit. We're going to run one. There's a 99A++. I've got about 2 left of these, and then I am out for good. I don't think there's any others in the pipeline. This is Forza Motorsport 4 Essentials Edition. It was a console pack-in. It's like a stripped-down version of Forza Motorsport 4. Good price point to get into this game. I'm running a really nice buyer's giveaway later today, gang.
That's awesome. Jamie Miller is writing them all down so you can pull them out for show.
Nice.
For your sticker.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
assuming
Nice.
corresponding with your stickers.
Oh, yeah, Jay, if you're talking about stuff that, so what it'll have to be is if somebody buys a sealed graded game from me after April 1st, they're the ones that are going to have to come to us and say, I bought a CIB or a raw copy of this game from Jay Needlinger, and I bought a sealed graded game from Tony. And we'll verify it. And I have little certification stickers that I can put on the back too, and it'll be rad. All right, this is a hammer. Let's talk about this game right here. This is a $294 sold on average video game. All right. I've got an April 2025 VGA 95 that did $1,377. I have in 2021 a 90 plus. That's an old comp, but that did $850. So it's just closer in grade. But VGA 90 subgrades are box is 90 plus, seal is 85 plus. Okay, let's get you up close and personal on that. There's the VGA scale right there. Okay, I do like the breakdown. Okay, that's a VGA 90. We're live. Nice. That's great. That's great. We got to figure out. But we got to figure out if Uper has. Does Uper? No. He has to buy that from you. That's not the reverse here. Never mind.
I like these boxes.
Yeah, they're great. VGA.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty. So the heavy right here. I don't believe it's the Target variant. I mean, maybe it is. I mean, these were available at Target.
Wouldn't it say on the thing?
It
Or they
doesn't.
don't do notes.
It doesn't. I mean, like I remember seeing this for sale at Target. Good one, Aaron. All right. Let's jump into PS. No, we'll keep moving. Let's go OG Xbox. Yeah, let's go OG Xbox. No, we'll go PS2. PS2. All right, we're gonna run through the PS2 pop. They're nice. Nice little hidden gems in there.
But it is Target.
One of the things you guys can do in the signature auctions to get a feel for the draft order. So like Bertram Foist's auction is on the 19th of April. If you go in there and you sort what's all the pre-bids by like oldest to newest, the first one that I listed was his first overall pick. And then every pick after that he made is a later, just comes later. So that's one way to see. And then in the description, it tells you when these games are drafted. Okay, Army Men Sergeant's Hero 2. This is a $73 raw video game on average. This is a promo. This is a promo. There are a lot of PS2 promos in these. I like promos. They're underneath the shrink wrap. This was either like an employee copy or just like a PlayStation employee copy or like something that they sent out ahead of time, like a promotional copy. I got a 988 Plus that did 118 in 2024, but there's not many comps. Only one on the CGC Pop Report. We're live.
Are we running these as sticker giveaways?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll do that.
Guys, what we're going to do, the smaller versions of these stickers, I'm going to give away in sets of 2. Okay? So you'll get random sets of 2. We're just going to do that indefinitely for now, till I'm out of this. And this, I'll let the runway clear on this. It's a nice game. Good steal, Jay. Good steal. This could be the beginning of like me collaborating with other people, other sellers. I like to throw stuff out there, see what you guys like. I want to increase engagement. We're here in the same room every night on Sunday, and I want to make fun of it, have fun with it. Here's Cool Borders 2001. Freshman in college. It's a $42 raw video game, also a promo. This is the only one on the Pop Report. Okay? 988 Plus. Hammer. Love Cool Borders. Played it the most on PS1. Thanks, 8-Bit. Yeah, this is the Fleetwood Mac Greatest Hits album, and I haven't put that in quite some time. It's a great one.
Yeah, you did have a comp for 851. It was a 90 plus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Someone caught that.
Yeah, if we're talking about the Pokemon Sword and Shield combo, there was a VGA 95 that did 1377, and then there was a VGA 90 Plus that did 850 a long time ago. Only one on the Pop Report. This is also a promo punch. $50 raw video game for PS2. That says something about a racing game if it's a $50 game. For most of these, they're the only ones that are promo stamps. So like you're just there's no others. There can't be many out there with this. It's pretty rad. Doesn't affect the grade, as you can see. Hey, C Funky, welcome to the party. Jump in my show notes. There's a lot to see there, C Funky. I'm rolling out new glossary definitions of absurdities. If you have any questions, let me know. Game Boy Color, no, but I'll show you. So first, we'll let the runway clear on this one. This is a nice quality title right here. I have Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance in the next 2 shows. But I have a lot of Game Boy Advance in the pipeline, heavy stuff. So just I have 3 shows after this scheduled. Bookmark those and just keep checking in. And but it's heavy first party Game Boy Advance stuff. Here's Dropship. It's the only one on the Pop Report. $40 raw video game on average. 988 plus is above average. No loose. No loose. I really run mostly sealed stuff. I will run CIB stuff, but a lot of that stuff that I have, I buy and keep personal. I'll run sealed raw occasionally, and people buy copies that have tears in the shrink and stuff like that. They'll rip it open, play it. Yeah, I hadn't either. United Peace Force. It's pretty cool. Good win, Aaron. All right, this is a bit of a heavy here. Okay, all right. This is a pretty heavy deal here. This is one of the highest rated games on the PS2, I'm pretty sure. This is the promotional copy. It's the only one. Hole punched. It's also second among all variants. 99A plus. This is a bit of a hammer. I got a 988 plus in February of this year that did 360. And in January, it did 380. So I assume that was a 988 plus as well. Yeah, on IGN, this was a 9.8 out of 10 as far as a rated game. So this is a bit of a heavy here. Kind of just tightly packed into this PlayStation 2 pile. Maybe one of the better games I'll run tonight, in my opinion. A-Spec? You talking about A-Spec, or are you talking about the last one, Game Gallery? My bad.
Last one.
Yeah.
The Dropship.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever heard this song.
Yeah, this is there's a lot of hidden good on this. Good one, Espo. Another wild one. For one reason or another, this particular sealed copy of Knockout Kings 2001 is $50 raw on average. Okay. In October, this is wild. There's 2 of these graded, and it's tied for the top. So that means there's only 2 graded on CGC's Pop, and it's a 99A++, both of them. The other one sold for $270 in October of 2025. That is a perfect comp. October 2025, the other only graded CGC copy, same grade, sold for $270. Is this Floyd? Oh, no. That's Shane Mosley, I think, isn't it? Yep. Is that De La Hoya? Best boxing game for the PS2, according to GamePro. Yeah, got you, Penguin. Good one, Youper. That's a good one. Okay, this is the only promo punched title on the Pop Report. This is round 2. Okay, it's a $50 raw video game on average. Tied for top among all variants. So 988 plus is the best that's been graded on any variant for the PS2. I've got a 9.6 comp that did 175 in 2024. It's a pretty old comp, but there you have it. Running a buyer's giveaway later tonight, gang. Good win, Brian.
Ooh, sorry.
Okay. All right. Romance of the Three Kingdoms. That's 10, right? We'll say X, but it's 10. This was a funny move by me. Okay. I chose to keep that security sticker. It's clean, it's in the right spot, and it's Toys R Us, and I think that's cool. That's a security sticker. I don't know how many games I've graded, but choosing to keep a security sticker I've never done it before. All the old comps are low grade. There's 2 graded on the Pop Report. This is important. The other one is a 9.2A. Okay, so this is a very low availability, and this is a 988 plus. So pretty huge disparity between this. Yeah, it is a bold move. It is a bold move.
There's a rat tail in it.
Yeah, Captain JJ. I have never, even though I'm a dealer with CGC, I have never known, other than from personal experience, what affects grading when it comes to shrink and things like that with stickers and that. All right.
I have nowhere to
Doing
put this.
Espo.
That's why.
This here. Okay, sorry. All right. Here's a bit of a heavy here too. It's the collector title right here, Rumble Racing 988 plus. Only one on the CGC Pop Report. It is $110 raw video game on average according to price charting. $110 for a racing game. This is crazy. Okay, that's probably one of the highest. I mean, aside from like Twisted Metal and stuff like that, I don't know. It's a pretty high dollar PS2 title, but we're live. 988 plus. What used to be a perfect grade. I'm sorry, that was just me laughing at the 10 and how it has changed the game. Yeah, it's a good title right here. There's Bucky. Yeah, I really like this title. 988 plus is pretty rad. Got him. Good one, Buck. Got him. All right, here's a. I'm gonna keep the train rolling for you, Buck. Shining Force Neo, VGA 85 plus. I've got box being 95 and seal being 85. Okay, 95 box, 85 seal. All right, it's pretty wicked. Yes, it did. Yeah, Forte. It sold for about 3 something. PS1 Final Fantasy, no, but I do have a Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles that will go off, I think, next weekend, next Sunday. I'm doing 50 Waffle. I got about 50 games tonight. Yeah, this is $80 raw video game on average. Good winner. Okay, this is the only promo copy on the Pop Report. Bingo. Silent Scope 2 Dark Silhouette. All right, this is tied for top among all variants on the CGC Pop Report. All right, $40 raw video game on average. Yeah, what are you running today, Waff? Any other PS1 Squaresoft games? No, I don't think there are any PS1 games in the next 2 signatures. I did just get a personal copy, my first sealed copy of Battle Arena Toshinden. So not for resale, but I bought that game when it came out. Bought that system when it came out. I'm pretty pumped about that game. Having it in pretty good condition. Congrats on the giveaway, Buck. All right, here we go. 988 plus. Star Wars: The Clone Wars. All right, this is a promo copy, tied for top among all variants. That means the highest graded of any variant. When I say multiple variants, it's because they categorize on that CGC Pop Report that the promo code is a different variant, which I think it should be. But I have, in August of 2025, a 96A that did 260 on this. I'll repeat that. I have a 96A in August of 2025 that did 260. Okay, here's a 988 plus. All right. Yep, baby OJ. There's 2 Marvel vs. Capcom 2s up there. We got the Xbox and the Dreamcast copy. Good one, Espa. All right, another heavy here.
JB wanted you to explain them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Okay, so when they first came out with these games, I think it was early, usually in their production run. I don't know when they did this, but PlayStation employees for sure. When they got a free copy handed to them, they would hole punch the barcode so that it couldn't be sold, and then they would shrink wrap over it. So that's why you have a 988 plus. It is sealed, and you can see that the grade is not affected by it. PS1, what they did is they drilled a hole through the jewel case. Now that, on the other hand, is constituted as damage by the grading companies because you could fake a drill hole. You can't fake this. You can't fake a hole punch underneath an authentic seal. So that's what that is. I think it's cool. The market hasn't decided that it's worth more. This is a $90 raw video game. This is the Bouncer. That's an average copy. This is top among all variants. The other is an 8.0. There's two UPC punched on the pop report, and the other is an 8.0. That's wild. So this one does have a second copy, which I think is neat. I got a VGA 90 that did 355 in April 2025. I got an 988 plus that did 430. That's a heavy sale in April of last year. 430 for the same grade, same game. Yep. It is rad. Yes, it is. Take it in. This is Squaresoft. All right. Here we go. Another hammer. Oof. These are monsters. Time Splitters. 988 plus. Tied for top among all variants. The reason I say that is because this is also hole punch. I have multiple times bought like everything that anybody ever had when they had a bunch of hole punch stuff. I think they're cool. April 2025, I got a 968 plus that did $300. Tied for top among all variants. Another heavy. I don't have any Max Payne. I have in the past, KMD. I have for sure. There you go. Thank you, Gradus. All right, Warriors of Might and Magic. Hole punch. $99 A plus. $36 raw video game. All I could find was old comps. It's the only one on the CGC Pop Report. This is a sneaky little game. Probably the cleanest copy out there. I mean, that's a high grade copy of this. I doubt there's any 10s over on the PSA Pop Report. It's one of the main RPGs I played for Sega Genesis. Light and Magic. Did a lot of grinding with my stepdad back in those days. Nice. Good one, Aaron. All right, this is my last PS2 game, aside from the one I'm giving away. I got some PSP. I got my Jaguar stuff. We're going into the Jaguar next. All right. We love Katamari. 968 plus. All right, $26 raw video game. I got a 98A in October 2025 that's sold for $154. 98A. This is top of the pops on CGC's Pop Report. Excuse me. This is not a promo punch copy. Yep. Yeah, Monkey Poo. Yeah, get Monkey Poo in here. No, I don't have a WrestleMania 2000. I did once have about 4 or 5 different N64 wrestling titles, like, NWO versus and all that. Yes, JB, yes you did. Wicked. Good win, friendly. Okay, let's get into it. All right. Yep, no problem, friendly. Stick around till the end of the show. I got about 50 games. We're about halfway through, I'd say.
More than.
Yeah, a little more than. I got the buyer's giveaway here. It's a nice 988 plus copy of Motor Mayhem. Okay. All right. I got 4 Jaguar games, but I'll run this. Any Rayman? No Rayman Jaguar. All right. I got an Atari 5200 Pac-Man 92A. This is the top of the 2 graded. The other's an 8.5, which is probably what's to be expected of an Atari 5200 game. I got a 7.5A that did 150 in December of 2025. So 4 months ago, 7.5A did 150. Okay? Atari 5200 Pac-Man. Iconic. I don't news on free. The next guy that I'll rate into, Wafflefoot, he's probably the king of call-outs of everybody on this platform. Jump in the giveaway, though. Yep, no problem. 2-1, bud. Okay, here we go. All right. Let's start with Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. All right. It's a 948 plus, 1994. They're 6th graded. This is 1 of 4. Yep, no problem, Black Diamond. Yes, so Black Diamond. Okay, here we go. After this runs, we're going to pump your show. Lucky Pooh's missing out, I guess. That stinks.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Yeah. Yeah, you've been a good friend. Mike wants it. I like it. I had a shot at 4 of these games. The 5th one was Raiden, which I wanted the most, but it was too expensive and too beat up. It hurts. Hurt not to walk away with Raiden without Raiden. Yeah, follow JB Comics and video games on Instagram. He just rolled out all 50. Okay, so everybody, let's do Black Diamond deals. We'll do it real quick here. All right, announce. All right, Black Diamond Deals is a 60-something gentleman that is selling off all his kid stuff that that he raised in pretty much the era that I grew up in, and he's going to do his 2nd video game show. The first one he did was a long time ago. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I got it. But his show is on July 3rd. Bookmark July 3rd. He's got boxed. It's all the stuff from his collection. He's got like boxed power gloves and things like that. It's going to be fun. I think we should support him. Okay. Yep. There we go.
Do I give Jamie his own sticker?
Yeah.
In the giveaway?
I guess.
Do you want your own sticker?
Sure. All right. Hover Strike. Yeah, I got to get him some copies of the real deal one. Okay, Hover Strike, $80 raw video game. The second, there's 2 graded. It's in 2nd. The other is a 948 plus, so they're close. So they're both pretty clean copies. 948 plus of a Jaguar game, I think, is a definite win. $80 raw on average. There you are, Hover Strike. Yep, no problem. Yep, bookmark Black Diamond shows, especially the July 3rd. That's where it crosses with our territory. Yep. Good grab, Aaron. Good grab. All right. Anybody that's known me a long time knows that I'm a sucker for anthropomorphic animal. Standing on two legs. About that business. Trevor McFur in the Crescent Galaxy. $70 raw video game, 2 graded, second highest. So there must be a higher grade copy of that, which is pretty hard to believe. Yeah, NWC. You're probably right there. I'm a man who makes allies now. I can be at peace with the cheetah. Nice. JB, so you got the number 1. You got the top of this one. This is number 2. It ain't coming out of JB's hands. He's got the whole set and he's keeping it. Good one, Aaron. Good grab. All right, here we go. This was the feature of my promotional stuff. All right, this is Kasumi Ninja. Top of the pop, there's 3 grade, 968 plus. This is what makes this most special, is that a free headband is inside. Now, I expect to be wearing a headband and flocking out this afro over the next 2 signature shows. I hope it's the last hurrah, but this is all green hair official. This is a great reverse hair right here. Does anybody have this sweatband? Does anybody have the headband? Has anybody seen it? Wafflefoot or Needlinger? Anybody? Yeah, it's got to be. Oh, you mean of this variant? Gotcha. Yeah, it's pretty rad. Good winner. All right, let's move to our OG Xbox stuff. Got some fun Xbox. I didn't preview any of this, so for many of you, this is the first time seeing this stuff. It's always nice to have some surprises. All right. The unusual thing about this pile, in alphabetical order, I've got 10 games for OG Xbox, and the first in alphabetical order is an M. There's nothing before M. What are the odds of that? Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance. Now, this is the beginning of the discussion of, I sent in a lot of really quality OG Xbox titles, and several of them, maybe half dozen, got hit for fading on the spine. I didn't catch it. I didn't see it. It's okay. Many of them still needed to get graded because they're heavy-duty games in the signature. But that's that. The least amount of, like the highest grade that I've seen possible with CGC with fading is a 9.4. Okay, so this is right below that. I've seen it go down, significantly from there. But there's Metal Gear Solid 2. Does have some fades.
Yeah, you really can't tell. That's wild.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing on the front. This display's unbelievable. They're all going to display great. It's just there. Yeah, it's just like in the green a little bit. It's a real toss-up on some of this stuff. I saw some of it, and I agreed with it to some degree, but front and backs are clean. I feel like based on, good win, Jay, all the other stuff that I bought and graded hit like 9.6, 9.8. So like this stuff is just super clean when it has that fading, and that's the only reason it's a 9.2. Okay, Rally Fusion, only one on the pop report, 9.48 plus. Got quite a few racing titles today. Yeah. Crown. So Halo, I'll have Halo 2, the multi-map pack on the 26th of April. And it is up for pre-bid. My April 26th show. PS2 graded. Yeah, I ran PS2 already. I will have a little bit next week, but not a ton. Good win, JB. All right, I got 2 Tiger Woods titles here. These both got hit with fading on the case insert. Okay. Again, it's all spine. right there. Got a 968 plus that did 110. There's just not a lot of comps, but this tied for the top, if you can believe it. 2 graded, it's tied for the top. So there's only 2 928 pluses on the par. I got 2003 and 2004 behind me. Same deal. No 360 tonight. I do have a copy of Forza Motorsport 4 Essentials Edition. If you want me to run another one of those, I can do that. You just let me know. They've been going pretty cheap. I've had a few copies of those. Good one, Obed.
It says laying next to my phone with your voice.
Cute. All right, there's Tiger Woods 2004. Same deal. Fading on the spine. This one looks pretty good. All right. 2004. Excellent subset to chase. It's a good placeholder. Displays beautifully. Last one was 40 some bucks. I mean, I just think most of this stuff could be moved over to eBay if it needed to. There's 4 graded to this. Good one, Ziggy. Here's Toka Race Driver 2. Ultimate Racing Simulator. Only one on the pop report, about a $30 raw video game on average. Pretty high grade, pretty clean copy. 968 plus. We're live. On the CGC pop report, English, there's somebody who's been mining all of the data out of CGC because of their certification numbers. Because they're sequential, he created some sort of algorithm or something that allows him to do. So you can message me privately if you want. I'll give you that link. It's like a Google Doc. Yep. Yep, and it gets updated. Yep, it's unbelievable. Good one, Discount. That was a good grab. Total Immersion Racing. It's about a $30, $28 raw video game on average. It's a 998 plus. Only one on the CGC pop report. Yep, no problem. Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Needlinger. Yep. Yep. English, you gotta start absorbing the market. First thing you can do is like, you kind of okay. Here we go. This is fun to talk about. English. First thing you need to do is kind of create some sort of list of what you're targeting, what you like. It could be personal stuff, whatever. And if some of those things are pretty inexpensive when you go on eBay or you see them on my show or whatever, you grab them. You start building your collection. But beyond that, you need to start accumulating time of like collecting data on what prices have been. It's a moving target always, but eBay Solds is a great place. I try to quote stuff with every single sealed graded game that I run. So that you have data that I pull from price charting. That's another platform, like pricecharting.com. It's like a video game one. Okay, so before I run this has a loose disc in it. It's a $42 raw video game. All right, but there's just a loose disc, no case fading on this. Wakeboarding Unleashed. So yeah, next week I will have Mario. No Mario games until April 26th. April 26th, I'm going to run a Super Mario Sunshine. It's a Made in USA. Heard, whether it's first print or not, it's not this like the Nintendo Select or whatever. But I'll run it at $1 start. It's in my April 26th show. Everybody going to my April 19th and 26th show. All the 40 games that I'll run for each show are already up for pre-bids. It's my signature. I think that's the extent of the Mario that I have in the show. Here's Wallace and Gromit. Curse of the Were-Rabbit. 988 plus. 2 graded, tied for the top. So both are 988 plus. Okay? This was in my 6-year-old son's bedroom for some time, and he traded it to me for a Minecraft. 948 plus. Yep. Yeah, my 6-year-old son sleeps with sealed graded games. Yeah. It's a true story. Yeah, and yeah, pop reports are big too. Look up. You can still look up WADA pop report, and then we've been talking about a CGC pop report as well.
There's something there.
Doing a discount. I've got World Racing 1 and World Racing 2. I like this one. I like when there's like an effect. See the holographic. I left the sticker. It's a sticker, right? Yep. Left him. It's a 988 plus. Only one on the pop report. Also have World of Racing 2. Somebody should buy both of these together, in my opinion.
Did you answer what grade is the Sunshine?
Yeah, 948 plus.
I wasn't.
Yep. Yep. I take this jam. For my money, Fleetwood Mac Tango and the Night album is pretty good. Good one, JB. World Racing 2. 968 plus. A lot in the pipeline, gang. A lot of exciting stuff is such high quality in my next two shows. I just don't know if I'll ever have stuff this good. I mean, it's really hard to find all this stuff. After this, we're down to about 10 to 12 PSP games, and that's it for the night. Yep, Penguin. How's it look? Good one, JB. Quality titles in this file, too. Beautiful. All right, I got about a dozen nice PSP games, all pretty high grade. I think this is crazy. They're all 9/8 except for this one. This was a clean collection. Afternoon of Darkness, $40 raw video game on average. 968 plus, only one on the CGC Pop Report. We're live. Recapping the draft today for those of you who weren't there. Steve Foyce, his picks were much more depraved, much more tied to like steel. Like he was asking about Iron Man games, and I didn't have any Iron Man games, but I did have Marvel vs. Capcom. So he likes games about suffering, things like that. He's an old man that's just real crotchety, set in his ways. Guilty Gear Judgment, two graded tie for the top, so they're both a 988 plus. It's about a $30 raw video game on average. Discount Hope, Team Discount Hope for their April 26th show. Some of her picks from 25 to 40 were outrageous, like really high quality games that shouldn't have fell as far as they did. But there's no runaway. I don't think it's obvious. You guys can look at the games in the 19th and the 26th show, and you can tell me which one you think is going to sell for more money. Which collection of 40 games? Hot Shots Golf Open T2. Only one on the Pop Report. There we go. Pretty affordable game to get into. Pretty good series. Yep. Thanks for your first purchase, Retro. I appreciate you. Yep. Appreciate it. Nearing on 1 hour. Run a pretty quick show tonight. Appreciate you guys for sticking it out. There's Lemmings, 988 plus. Only one on the Pop Report. It's a cool title too. Yep. I played Lemmings. It was a long box for the PS1, right? Pretty sure. Yes. Yes, I played the long box for PS1. Yes. PSP is a very accessible catalog. I suppose it's hard to find clean stuff. It's not a crazy amount of sealed PSP available for some of this stuff, but not a lot of it's graded yet. Good winner. This is the second me and my Katamari. Time for the top of the pot. I got a 988 Plus that did $100 in December of last year. All right.
Different one.
It's different cover, but no, we love Katamari. That was the other one. So this is yeah, that's right. Yep, that's right, Buck. I love me some Fleetwood Mac. Good one, Retro. Okay, Metal Slug Anthology. $40 raw video game. This was a case pack available game, I think. Still expensive. That means there were copies out there, but this did not come from there. This is top of the pop, though. 2 graded on the CGC Pop Report. I've got a 988 Plus, probably a PSA. Did 166 in October 2025. I've got an 85 Plus that did 150 in July of 2025. Okay. There we go. A 988 Plus. Yeah, me too. Polly, I do too. They're cool. Good one, Retro. I have a lot of, I have 3 high quality Metal Slugs running in the next 2 shows. I have Metal Slug XX. Yep, right here. I've got Metal Slug 3 and then Metal Slug 4 or 5 for OG Xbox. Yep. Fully spun all the games with metal in the name. NBA 07. Kobe cover. About an $18 game. Time for second highest on the Pop Report. This is crazy, but in October of 2025, I have a $270 988 Plus. That's eBay, probably. That's from price charting. I do not, Bucky. I do not. Is that where, I mean, Metal Slug was in the arcade. Where was it first? Was it first on the Neo Geo? Doesn't sound right, but it could be. Wow. Before arcade? Wow. Okay. Gotcha. Yep. Hammer. 988 Plus Parappa the Rapper. Came out much later than the original release on PS1. An all-time classic for me. If you've never played Parappa the Rapper, I advise that you do so. It's a quick game. It's one of the first rhythm-based games, I think, if not the first. It was rad.
She's in the whole thing?
No, just her back. Yeah, those Neo Geo MVS, yep. They were just like little cartridges that you could plug into an arcade cabinet, right? Penguin gets it. He wanted this game. My man. Ratchet and Clank size matters. 988 Plus. There's 2 graded. This is the top at a 988 Plus. The other is a 928 Plus. So there's a huge disparity in CGC's Pop Report between the other copy in this one. Yep, you're welcome, Penguin.
This is what I have to send to our neighbor.
Yeah, we have a neighbor that has a Jeep. She's a grandmother, and she has her entire Jeep Gladiator wrapped in Ratchet and Clank from stem to stern. No PS1 Final Fantasy. Yes, it is wild. Good one, Retro. Good win. It's a good grab. All right, here's SOCOM Tactical Strike. 988 plus. Only one on the pop report. Not a crazy valuable game. Good entry level piece for someone. 988 plus. What dictates whether I grade games like this that aren't crazy expensive is the condition as well as what I paid for it, to be completely honest. If I'm able to get a clean copy of a game, I generally would like to preserve it because you can always find CIB or loose copies of that game. I have another SOCOM after this. Good win, Brian Flo. Oh, I was wrong. I had a siphon filter. All right. This is price charting is really cloudy on this game because there's so much like favorites, PSP favorites type copies of this out there. But this is, I guess you'd call it the black label. September 2025, I have a 988 plus that did 180 on this. Okay. There's 39 of these graded on the CGC pop report. This is a 988 plus. I'm going to be giving away some pretty good stuff in the next couple shows. I just want to put that out there. I haven't said that publicly, but usually for signatures, I'll give away stuff that's a little better. I don't even know what I have remaining though. Didn't read all my games. This is Untold Legends Warriors Code. About a $21 raw video game. This is the last game I've got for you guys tonight. Then we'll run the buyer's giveaway. Okay. Untold Legends, the Warriors Code. Thanks, Super. Yeah, this is one of my probably most worn T-shirts. Flair and Savage, 1992. Different time. 988 plus. Good one, Retro. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, Waffle, if you're in the room, is Waffle live yet? Let's see. We're going to run this giveaway. This is the buyer's giveaway. Jump in the buyer's giveaway. He's not yet. Good grief. I'm so
You
far.
say that so much. Come on.
I don't even know where. I don't
What do
even
you
know.
need?
Look at this. What is this? Okay, there we go. All right, we're good. We're back. We're back. I went through 4 or 5 different subcategories of nothing, just pressing and swiping. Okay. Yeah, well, you got 5 minutes on this. Okay, so what I want to do, guys, we'll go back through and just talk about all the wild stuff that's coming up. All right, the first thing is on the 19th and the 26th. The biggest thing that I want you guys to do is when you look at the pre-bid stuff, I want you to sort by, oldest to newest, and that'll tell you how they were drafted in order. And it is wild to see the draft picks. Like Resident Evil Nemesis, for example. This was 33 overall. I thought this could have been a top 10 game. So that's what's interesting. That's the engagement that I think you guys will enjoy, is to just see how things are picked. You compare the 19th to the 26th. Those are the 2 people competing against each other. And then, of course, we're rolling out our new sticker program. If you buy a sealed graded game from me, and then you go into Jay Needlinger, who's in this room, and buy a CIB or loose copy of that same game, you have completed what's known as the lingering hair. I'll be just, you guys are going to hear me be a broken record on this, but I want you guys to see them. I want somebody to get their hands on these. NWC Boss, who was in the room tonight, may still be in the room. Nintendo World Champion Specialist. He's always got crazy stuff in his hands. He hasn't been running a ton of shows, but if you find a sealed copy, if you buy a sealed graded game from me, that includes giveaways too. We'll say that. And you get a CIB or loose copy of that game off of him, you have completed the champion hair. No sealed rod tonight, Paulie. No sealed rod tonight. I do have a pile accumulating, but I'll probably save it for like a show where I need to fill. But yeah, that day will come for sure. I might do a pop up with it someday, but not tonight. So this is the penguin in the hair, Penguin 412. Nice, yes. And I have little holographic stickers as well that I will put on the backs of these, so that once we've confirmed that it's legit, and it'll be numbered. So the first person to achieve buying a sealed graded game from me, and then a loose copy or CIB copy of that same game from Penguin, then you will get this sticker. You'll be the first one to have it. Has to be after April 1st. All right. And then I'm about to raid you into Wafflefoot's room. Okay. I don't know if he's live yet, but we work together quite a bit. We're good friends. And if you buy a loose or CIB copy of a game you got sealed graded from me, it is the Wasp of Hair. Okay? This is the first round of collaboration stuff we're doing. I think they're fun. And then, as usual, you will get smaller versions of those in pairs if you win the sticker giveaways. All right? Waffle is live. Okay, let's pull the giveaway. Jump in the giveaway if you bought something. Appreciate you guys coming out tonight. Espo, congratulations. I appreciate all you guys' support. I really do. Rock on.
All right, here we go. Looks like that's it. Tony, you joined twice. Look at that. Hey, welcome in.